Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today's video I'm going to be making a pretty big fermentation. We've got the last of the peppers from the season. It's early November and I need to make some sauce to keep my family happy over the next few months until the next season starts. They're all chili heads like myself, so they really go through a lot of hot sauce. So let's go pick some of these peppers. So I think I've got enough now. Still so many more peppers to pick in here, but I think that'll do the job. So let's go and get it ready to be fermented. So I've made the brine with the sea salt. It's about 2 to 3% brine. I've stirred that up over there. It's about 1.5 liters of water mixed with about 35 grams of salt. And this is the bucket we're going to be using. So this is normally what I use to make wine. I think the last one here was a pear cider I did in that. It's about I think it's about a 5-liter bucket. Yeah, it's a 5-liter bucket. So obviously we've got a lot of peppers today, and I need to squish them all in there. So we're going to use this here to do the airlock. This is just a basic airlock. There's a few different designs you get out there, but this is the one that I'm going to use in here. So I have this diluted star san in this bottle, which I use to sterilize. And I like to just spray things down. Anything I'm going to touch, just because this is going to be a decent length fermentation, I need to make sure that things in here don't suddenly start growing some funky stuff. So I normally just give it a bit of a spray. It's a no rinse sanitizer, so that means that I don't have to rinse it off, obviously. So anything here, I'll even give the bucket a bit of a spray just to clear it off. I have already cleaned this with some basically diluted bleach. I've done the same thing with the lid. Bit of star san afterwards, no risk sanitizer, and we're ready to go. So we need to start filling the bucket up. These are the peppers I have. You can see some beautiful peppers. Big mix today. I mean, we even have a sweet pepper in there, but a big old mix, because like I said, my family are a bit addicted to the hot stuff. Well, to be honest, so am I. And I need to make a big batch so we keep everyone happy for the next few months until we start growing our peppers again. So let's get these chopped up and stick them in the bucket. Got my gloves, ready to go. So there's quite a mix here. Obviously some peppers I just cut in half, and other peppers like these bigger ones here, I'm gonna just chop it up into smaller pieces, but just roughly chop them, stick them in the bucket, and that's all we need to do. So that worked out quite well. Again, look at that. That's a beautiful sight, actually. That's amazing. Look at all those colors. So that there, I need to now cover with some brine and then close it up and leave it for a few weeks. I'm going to be needing another jug of that. So I'll be back in just a moment and be back with you. So I've mixed up another 1.5 liters of brine, but before we do that, I actually forgot to put in the ginger and garlic, so I'm going to quickly just pop those in there. Got to peel the ginger first. So now we just top it up. So all I'm doing here is just make sure everything has a bit of a coating of the salt. I'm not going to put anything on top to keep this stuff down. What I am going to do is count on the fact that all this fermentation is going to displace the oxygen, because basically what you don't want is the oxygen sitting on top here. Now I'm going to leave a little bit of a gap, probably a little bit less of a gap than that. Leave a bit of a gap at the top, so that means there is oxygen obviously in the air, and that's going to be there for now. However, what I'm counting on is this creating a nice seal. I'm just going to give it another spray with some sanitizer. So that's going to create a nice seal. And when this starts fermenting, wow, strong. So when this starts fermenting, it's going to displace that air by making carbon dioxide or CO2. And that's going to start coming up through the bucket. And it's going to move the air out, bubble out through here, and you'll end up having a nice protective layer of carbon dioxide on top. What I need to do is put some liquid in here. So what I'm going to do is use a bit of sanitizer in here. So now we just keep an eye on that. I'm going to stick that inside my brewing fridge, and in about 3 weeks' time, I'll be able to blend this up and make a nice chili sauce for my family. So we'll be putting this inside the brewing fridge and leave that for a few weeks. I'll check on that every couple of days, especially right in the beginning, just make sure nothing's overflowing and nothing weird's going on. And we should be able to make a really nice fermented hot sauce. So it's been about 3 months now, and it's time to turn that mega fermentation into some chili sauce. So I haven't opened this since I put it in back in November, 5th of November, and time to have a look inside. I've topped up this liquid now and then just to make sure that it's still, you can see there just below the, so if you push on that it blows bubbles. So you just keep that topped up, make sure that doesn't dry out. So I'm going to take that out now. Be careful not to touch anything because this is a very hot sauce. Wow, that smells amazing. Just that, oh, just opening that little hole. That's very, very fragrant. So time to open it up and have a look inside. Oh, that is perfect. Such a strong smell comes at me, but what I am really excited about here, you'll see a lot of the times when we're doing fermentation that the standard sort of mantra is to make sure everything keeps submerged. Now, if you've seen earlier in the video, when I first put this all together, it was all floating up towards the top. There's a couple still floating here a little bit. And you see there's no growth here. And the brine is perfect at the top. And this has been going for over 2 months now. Oh, I wish you could smell that. I do love that smell. It's incredible. So now there's a couple of things we need to do here. Because I've made such a lot here, the thing is I need to get that into this and blend it up with the ingredients that we have down here. We have some thyme, some sugar, or I use erythritol because I don't like too much sugar in my sauces. Erythritol, not erythritol. And I have some lemon juice as well, just to add just an extra bit of flavor. So we need to blend all of this together, get rid of the brine, blend it all together with those ingredients at the back there, and then bottle it. And you can see there's some bottles at the back there. We'll see if we have enough. First thing to do is get rid of the brine. This smells extremely strong. Wow. You can see some of the super hots I have in here. but Jolokias. Oh, this is going to be very, very hot. So I need to get rid of this liquid. And the next step is to blend. So we're going to have to do this in a couple batches. So this is why we have gloves on. Now what we do, I think we're going to have probably 2 loads in here. So we'll just halve this, but it doesn't matter at the end of the day when we're going to put this all back into one big bowl and stir it all up. So it'll be all the same sauce, but I'm just going to stick in half of everything. And let's give it a bit of a blend. There we go, that's nicely blended. Look at that. It smells incredible. Let's do the next batch. And that's it. So we now made the sauce. That's a lot of sauce. I guess I have to taste it. It's always scary the first time you taste a new sauce, especially when you have got some extremely hot chilies in there. I'm considering actually not even filtering this out. Normally I would squish out all the liquid from this, but I think I might just leave it like that. We'll see. But let's have a taste. That's really nice, good flavor. It definitely builds the heat up. Doesn't just hit you in the back of the throat. That's really good. So now all that's left is to bottle it. First we'll do one for my brother who's been begging for some more of this. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. I really enjoy making these videos for you. I hope you enjoy watching them. Please, if you do, hit the subscribe button down below. It really helps my channel out. It helps keep me motivated to keep making this content. I'm looking forward to a really big 2018. I'm going to be doing my first update from the garden video in a little while, but in the meantime, enjoy these hot sauce videos. There's going to be a couple more coming through because I have some hot sauces that are fermenting at the moment. They've been going for about 4 months now, I think, or just over 4 months. So I'm going to leave it probably another month or two, and then we'll be making another video. So thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.